Okay, hi everyone. Hi everybody. Welcome to our live. It's good to see you guys again. I've missed you guys. The last time we did this was last month, but then now we're on YouTube. So if you're here, thank you for joining. I'm excited. I'm excited to do this with you guys. Today our topic is winning writing tips with Timothy. And if you're a writer, this one is for you. Trust me, you want to be here to the end of the live. So please around, don't go anywhere. Okay, so who is him? Timothy is, let me read his really lengthy bio. Timothy Ojo is a two Pushcart Prime nominee. He is also a best of the netting. He has his work published on several international literary journals and magazines. He is currently the lead head poetry editor for Night Library magazine. He also creates content for Trend Max Media. He, while juggling being an editor for Shizaras with focus on cloud computing, he loves to watch blue skies and strongly believe they are underrated. When he isn't writing, brainstorming in the bathroom, he lives in his head, wondering why the earth is spherical and humans are asked not to move in cycles. So we're very excited to have Tim, and then Tim will be up in about 10 seconds. So hi Tim.
Hi, hello, hello everyone.
While we wait for Tim,
Hello
how are you
Sophie.
guys? Just tell me how you're feeling in the comment section here. Hey Tim.
Yeah, hi, what's up? How are you? How is
I'm good.
everybody? This
I'm fine.
no light network, every issue is a problem. But here, right? So let's get to it.
Yeah, fine. So how are you, Tim? How are you feeling? Are you excited to be doing this? Are you nervous?
Yeah, I guess I think I am excited. Well, because perhaps it's my first time, so not like my first time on anything live, but I mean on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, yay, but I can handle it. So let's do this.
Yeah, you can. Okay, so are you ready for us today? We have hot bus.
Oh yeah, I, I think I am. So let's just get to it. You know.
Okay. Okay. So first question, writing.
Oh, okay. So that question is, I really cannot, tell when I started writing, but I think I sometimes around I was yeah, I had journals where I thought about you know I made to begin to write consciously. I was really going on, matters around,
Mm,
matters arising, political things of life generally. That was when I started the interest developed. Um, I was going to write or something, but it's good. So from there, it has been an upward trajectory, and so far so good. Here we are.
okay. So do you remember any of the writers you enjoyed reading when you were younger?
Yeah, I do. I do. Okay, so I was really fascinated with John Grisham. I don't know if you have heard of John Grisham, but I was really fascinated with John Grisham. I also read books by Stephen King. Then Stephen King, Sidney Sheldon, those guys. I think they played a role in my writing, and of course, I generally read articles that I see randomly on the internet then, although it wasn't really big then, but then I read stuff, I read books. Then Nigerian on the Nigerian scene, I read Buchi Emeteta, I read Wole Soyinka, I read Chinua Achebe. A lot of those guys, I can't remember their names now. Okay, so I have a thing. I don't know if it's an illness. No, I don't think it's an illness. I just think it's a weakness. I I really don't remember the names of authors and titles of books that I've read, but I can tell you what is in the book. If you tell me the name and all of that. So yeah, don't no, please don't look at me that way. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. It's just that that's the phone issue. All right, so those are the things. Those are the books I read while I was growing up, and I think it shaped me to what I can do today.
Okay. Okay. So, um, the test that you mentioned, what exactly made you find? What were you looking at that you found them? What were you
Okay,
looking out for that you
okay.
found?
So for someone like John Grisham, I was really particular in how he's able to write words. I mean words, and then create so much suspense that you just want to keep reading. Like you just don't want to stop. You just want to continue reading and reading till you feel, oh my god, where is this going to end? Where is this going to end? Where that kind of suspense it created, and then his words usually make. I mean, John Grisham particularly, his words usually made me want to check the dictionary, check, what is it saying? What kind of word is this? It was from his books, that I learned quite a lot of legal terms and all those
Mm-hmm.
plenty literary jargons, let me say, not jargons, but I just want to use that word. It was in my head, so I have to just use it. So yeah, literary words and all of that. So I learned some from John Grisham. So yeah, the suspense, the style, the diction, the way he could, combine words together, the way he could create,
Mm-hmm.
a climax that you wouldn't see coming. Yeah, so I craved that kind of skill.
Well, Tim, do you have writers in your family? Was your dad, maybe your grandfather, or your auntie?
No,
Has he passed down the talents
no,
of writing?
no, no. Well, not that I know of. I know my dad isn't a writer. Well, he reads a lot, but nah, it's not. Nah, I'm not saying right. So yeah. So nah, none, nobody. It's just a I guess that
Why?
was bestowed on me. They singled me out and gave it to me. Lol, I'm just laughing. That was a joke. But then yeah, so nobody that I know of.
Okay. Well, that's enough of team time. Let's get to why we're here today. So, can you tell us good content?
All right. Okay. So over the years, I found out that to write good content or to create good content requires um, a little bit of genius. Let me put it that way. A little bit of ingenuity. Why? Why do I say that? Because I feel that you can write the simplest of words. In short, as a matter of fact, the simplest of
Mm-hmm.
words are those that actually make the best of content. Now, it might look so easy on the eyes, but then when you look at a sentence or an article that describes, say, let's say the blue skies. Oh, I love blue skies. That describe the blue skies, and you're wondering, okay, so I didn't think that this, is in the sky, or someone can actually create, what would make me want to love the skies more. So again, it's more about ingenuity in creating, content that people would accept, content that would make people want to take action, content that would make, people to think like, okay, why is this person saying this? Oh, okay, so if this person said this, does it mean this? I mean, questions. I mean, content that, brings out probing questions, and then those probing questions get answers in the content. So, in creating good content, you must realize that you have to put into consideration the audience, one, your choice of words, two, how you are able to, in literary terms, they call it enjambment, where you are able to, combine you're going to you're able to, make a train of thought profound. So you are able to put this thought and this thought, combine them together, and then it makes sense. And then people are like, okay, so this is good. I would want to do this. I would want to do that. I would want to do what this person is saying. Why? Because you have stimulated them to want to carry an action, and that's one of the qualities of a good content. That's one of the qualities of content that people that stimulate the senses, content that make people want to carry out actions, content that make people want to think about that thing you said or that thing your writer has said, content that makes people to, realize that, okay, maybe I need to unlearn this, maybe I need to relearn this, maybe I need to, learn this afresh, and all of that. So that is one of the qualities of good content, to be able to
Okay.
attract
Well,
the audience.
another
All right.
question. Personally, I've also experienced, so when you're just starting off, people don't really give you, the support that you actually need. When you're starting up a business
Yeah.
or starting up a TV show. So then, when questions, oh, what do you think about, people don't really show interest. So as a writer, how do you know personally when a content is doing well, when the content is good?
When a content is good, how do you know it's doing well? Is when people validate it, right? It's when people validate it. So yeah, there's
What's the
also the part where you need
validation?
to, I didn't get that.
In any, you're not getting any validations.
Yeah, now
As if
listen.
people
Now
are not
this, all right, cool.
commenting.
Good. Now, for you to know that a content is good by yourself, now if you're the one who reads a lot, if you're the one who wants to get, who is always in the quest to getting knowledge, you must have read other people's stuff. You must have read what, other people do. You must have read how they are able to gather action, how they are able to get validation from people, and you must have seen that they are doing something right, right? And so you would, your stuff, if you write stuff or you create a content and then you're not getting anything, it means there's something you're not doing right. It means there's something that clicked. You've not clicked something. And if that thing hasn't clicked, it's now left to you to know what to do to make it click. Because now I realize that a lot of times it's good for you to know that your stuff is good. I mean, you write well. Say for instance, you write well. You're steadfast about your stuff. You're consistent in what you're writing. There's no how. There's no way you're consistent with whatever you have set your mind to do that you would not get the accolades later. How do I mean? Now, in
True
consistency,
that.
you always get to, you always seek new things. You always find ways of making your stuff, your art better. And so it's in the finding of those things to make your art better. That is where you get knowledge in order to make your content good, in order to make your content acceptable by the audience. All right. And so if you get to the state where you have to, how will I put this now? Where you have to, you know, where you need validation from people. Because to be frank, for something to be good, it needs to be accepted by people. It's just the way of the world. It's just the natural way of the world. So there's nothing you can do about it. All right. So you need to create something. If you want to even make money from what you're creating, people have to pay. People have to want to buy. People have to have an interest in what you're writing. People have to have an interest in what you are giving out, what you're churning out. So if they do not have an interest in it, they wouldn't want to spend their money, right? So you must, in your consistency,
True.
drive towards getting, the best, seeing other people compare and trying to make yours better. Yeah, so that's what I think, or that's what I think is the right thing. Yeah.
Mm, mm. Definitely right. I'm learning a lot. So the next question, I think we need to know start a writing project. What are the things you set aside, things we need to meet? Can you list them?
I didn't get the question.
Okay, I said, what are the things you think we need to before we start a new writing?
Okay, okay. Okay, so from
Writing,
experience, I
can
know
you?
that your first project might not be. I can't. I think there's a lag. There's a lapse thing. All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, so I was saying, I said from experience, I've learned that um, your first project might not actually be good, right? It might not be the best, but then it's something of a society and societal experiment, something of your own personal experiment. Because when you put a project out there, especially a writing project, you want to know if people will accept. But then, before you put out a writing project, people must have known what they would get before wanting to buy into your project. So you must have given them, twinkles, sprinkles of who you are. All right, you must have given them that because, take for instance, let's say a name like um, um, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So I said, take for instance, you cannot randomly, you know, get a book or buy a book of someone you've not heard of, or someone you have no idea who the person is. All right, or someone that has no track record. You cannot just want to invest your money in that because what you would be thinking in your head is, who is this person? What has it done that would make me want to buy this project that is bringing out? So, first of all, you need to have a track record. You need to build a record of, of things that would make people want to reckon with you when you now bring out the big project. You must not forget
Mm,
that, and that's very important because I also think that, right, that before you embark on a writing journey or on a writing project. Now, I think project is the key now here. Before you embark on a writing project, you need to know if when you bring it out,
Mhm. Oh my God, network. I guess team be with us again shortly. So let's give him like 10. Okay, I think he's back. Hi, team.
Hello. Yeah, I'm here.
Hello, team.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ah, welcome. We missed you.
I'm listening to.
All right, where did you stop?
I was talking about writing projects. I was talking about, you know, first of all, you need to have a track record of yourself, of your art before you decide to. You need to know that people will accept you, will accept you.
Hi, team. Can you hear me? Yeah, network seems to be really bad on your end.
For
And
my,
then we'll probably have a next time.
all right.
Yeah. So any something light. Do you have any to add? Something for us?
Something like how. All right. So, something right sounded so wrong. But anyways, I get your drift. Okay, so here is the thing. On this, what I'll close with. Um, if you're a body writer like myself, I'm not English. We are all growing. We are all learning. Yeah. So if you're a body writer like myself, it's very important to know that consistency is key. Consistency. Believe in your art. All right. No, believe in your art.
Mm,
Now, when I say believe in your art, there are times when you write and then you look at it and then it's looking like, oh my god, what's this, what's that, and then you begin to devalue yourself, or you see other people, you are writing projects and all of that, and then you're like, God, when will I get here? And the thing is, they started like you, all right? They started like you. It's just that they were consistent and they kept true. They were also ready to learn. They were also ready to talk about, I mean, you were ready to grow in the art. So it wasn't just about listening. Sorry, it wasn't just about, you know, just writing. It was writing to grow, writing to be better, and writing a goal, writing with a focus to be better. All right. So as a body writer, you must always validate yourself, right? You must validate yourself before people can even validate you. You must you must understand that your art is important. You must understand that whatever you're writing is important. All right. You must understand that you as a writer or you as wanting to be a writer, you're important and your gift is unique. All right. So there cannot be too many writers in this world. Do you understand that? There cannot be too many writers. There would never be enough writers. So you, as a writer, you have a lot of niche to cover. You have a lot of genre to look at, and there's see. I told somebody one time. I said you can if we're talking about, say for instance, this handkerchief. 1,000 people can write about this handkerchief in 1,000 ways. Yeah. So it means there is no story that has been said that cannot be told. There is no
Correct.
there's nothing that you cannot tell in your own style. There's nothing you cannot do in your own style. And that is what stamps you out. That is what makes you you. And so if you the moment you get to understand this, the better for you. Because if you are comparing yourself to other people, it's not gonna work. Because those people took their time to be who they are today. So you take your time too. All right. There are a lot of stories to be told. There are a lot of stories, a lot of things to talk about in this world. A lot. Someone can talk about this black color, a color black, in several ways. There's so many metaphors we can use. There's so many ways you can write about black. And so, who is telling you that everybody has written, they've written everything about the color black? Somebody tomorrow can just wake up and just tell you that black, oh black, black, oh black, black, and then it becomes a rhyme, and people like, oh my god, what is this? Oh my god, it's so fun. Oh my god, oh my god, oh black, hey, black, word, Jesus Christ, because what the person just did was just to make emphasis on black, and then it makes it look like, oh my god, we've not talked about black, oh black, black, oh, stuff like that. I'm just making an analogy, but then you get my point, yeah. So
I do get your
people need to hear your story. People need to hear you. People need to understand where you're coming from. People need to know what is going on in your head. People need to know your expression of life. That's what makes this world go round. I mean, yeah, that's what makes the world go around. So, parting shots. Jesus Christ, yeah, I'm sweating. Ah, Nigeria does not fit me. Oh my God. I'm supposed to be in an AC. No lights. Jesus
thank you for
Lord.
coming on the show today. I learned a lot. I
Thank,
think I'm going
thank you
to
very
write
much.
a book. If I you read it.
Yeah, you have to show me what you have written before.
Okay. Problem.
Yeah,
All right,
so
guys. It's a wrap. Thank you for joining. Thank you. We can't wait to do this next month again. So see you guys next month. Bye.
bye.